Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, for once exultant about my most recent mission in XCOM, The Long War. Yeah, you heard me right, I said exultant, and I meant it, because the team and I fought Exalt to an absolute standstill on our last encounter. We skunked them. No, you know what? We more than skunked them. I rescind that. We didn't just skunk them, we Pepe Le Pew'd them. We got all up in their personal space and, sort of smothered them with some very much unwanted attention. It was all, homo sherry, We were up in them, on them, all over them, like Pepe Le Pew on that cat that walked under a ladder and got a stripe of paint down its back. We got 22 kills, and in that time, the only offense that Exalt managed to muster was one very lucky Overwatch shot that connected through Ava Perón's lightning reflexes, and then a long-range grenade that, barely scratched William Shakespeare's armor. I mean, it scuffed it a little, but that was pretty much the extent of the damage. And thanks to a little fanatical field surgery from Joseph the Cleaner Lister, neither the Overwatch shot nor the grenade sent anyone to the infirmary, so it was basically a full-on skunking. In fact, if you look up the word skunk in the OED right now, the entry has an update flag that lists as a definition, skunk, verb, the process of completely stymieing a foe or utterly defeating an opponent. See Perfidious Pete plays XCOM The Long War, Season 2, Episode 57. It's in there. Which, you know, we're immortalized now. We have an entry in the OED. That's there forever, so we're basically famous. And given our newfound lexicographical powers, I think we should probably head up to Mission Control and see if there's any other words in the language that need some additional defining. You know, words like suck, pathetic, loser, failure, doomed. I think we have something to offer to sort of the zeitgeist of those particular words. I'm gonna say yes to Germany. I beg your pardon? I was looking because I saw Steve Irwin back on duty and I was cracking happy to have Steve back, but then also the Mexico thing. Why did the aliens bomb Mexico? I mean, they own Mexico. Why did they bomb it? I mean, it's your shit, aliens. If you want to tear up your own stuff, I mean, go ahead. I'm not really in the fucking market for stopping you from killing yourself. It just seems a remarkably stupid thing to do. I keep doing it, by all means. I mean, whatever. It's your country now. You earned it. With some fucking straight up horse shit bullshittery, I'd like to add. And yes, the aliens do have a beast that can be both horse and bullshit at the same time. It's like a hybrid thing they bred up themselves. Anyway. I'm not salty about that at all. I mean, I'm not still ridiculously salty. Stop giving me engineers. I think we have... You know what? I don't think I'm taking any more trades for engineers. That's probably all the engineers we're gonna need for a while, I think. Get a laser cannon. That's fine. Enhanced lasers. Good, I guess? I don't know. We should probably equip that laser cannon. We have no interceptors over Africa. None. Okay, well, I guess we'll just put this on old Scorpion Obi because fuck it, he's out for 17 days, we might as well make it 24, what the hell's the difference? He's gone forever anyway, and actually we're completely fucking helpless in Africa right now, I'd like to point out. We got nothing. The aliens have free reign. We're basically just coming out of the outhouse with our pants around our ankles waiting for Emilio Estevez to fucking shoot us in the back at this point. Ooh, this gives me alien grenades, right? Please give me alien grenades. Yeah! Alright. Okay. So alien grenades, that's a very good thing, and I will do literally whatever it takes to get these alien grenades. I will sell anything, I will sacrifice anything. If the Sultan of Brunei comes to me and says, I would like you to give me Dr. Shin, Dr. Valen, and Bradford to become personal harem, I'm gonna sell them into slavery. I'm absolutely gonna do it. I will engage in human trafficking in order to get myself these alien grenades. If I have to lock Shen, Valen, and Bradford in a cargo container for a month and let them shit in a bucket to get them over to Brunei, sort of on the down low, they're going in a container, that they are. Anyway, before that happens, I really want to do xenogenetics. I want to start working towards the Psypath as quickly as possible, but that being said, I think the destroyer analysis is actually more important right now. We've really been having a tough go of it with the destroyers. They've really been giving us the what for, and any kind of bonus we can get against those, I think is definitely worth 3 days of research time. I'm gonna do it. And we're also going to go down to the foundry.
This morning,
yeah, I know, Dr. Shin.
Okay,
so you guys are going to be in a cargo container, it looks like. Dr. Shin, you're not going to notice because your Alzheimer's so bad. After 5 minutes in the container, you're just going to be like, who am I? Where are we going? Why are the walls made out of metal? Where's my pudding? That's going to be the Dr. Shin questions after about 10 minutes in the container, but... Actually, all we need is $5. Alright, I mean, I'm a scumbag and admittedly just said I would engage in human trafficking to get my hands on alien grenades. And when I said it, I did mean it. I did mean it at the time, but it doesn't look like that's actually going to be necessary. Because we're only short $5. And I can just sell 2 Thin Men corpses, get my hands on $5, and we can get me some alien grenades as quickly as possible. So let's make that happen. Bam! Project started. Yes, please.
The foundry
Begin project.
is already warmed up. I'll make sure to notify you as soon as production is finished.
Yeah, right. You'll remember that, Dr. Shin. You won't. 5 minutes from now, you won't be able to remember your own name. You're gonna remind me when the project finishes? That's not gonna happen, Dr. Shin. You're just lying. You know what else is not gonna happen? We can't do anything about this. Clearly, the aliens heard my crack about being pants around the ankles, waiting to get shot in the back. But shit. On the plus side, it's low, so it's not going to destroy a satellite. I don't know what it's doing, but destroying a satellite is not that thing. Oh, shit. If this is a base assault, we might be sunk. It's coming right for us. Our satellite is down over our home territory. If this is a base assault, I don't think we have the personnel to successfully fight it. We could be completely screwed here. Also, this thing I wouldn't send interceptors up against even if I had it.
Commander. By ignoring
Wouldn't do any good.
UFO contacts, we're putting our entire satellite network
Okay,
at
so we
risk.
caught a break. Yeah, you know what, Bradford? You should be doing nothing right now but heaving a sigh of relief at your desk, because this is just a terror mission in Umlazi, and we can handle a terror mission in Umlazi. Alright, so let's put a team together. Yeah, Franklin and D. Roosevelt for sniping. We don't have a real deep roster here. I mean, we got 5 guys to put on the court, but when it comes to a 6th man... We're also my button's gone again. Build 15. Did we not have the talk about the button thing? God, build 15. I'm telling you, we had to talk about this. We sat down and we had a frank and earthy discussion. We rapped about this build 15, and I'm sorry, I can't cut you any more slack. I'm handing out detention slips from now on. It's just every time this happens, I'm sending you a detention slip. That's all there is to it. A single large building that will require entry. Normally I would take a sniper here, but I don't think we can afford to do it. If we're going to be indoors, sniper is a bad call, so I think we're going to take the mustache instead. We're going to wax him up, so get ready, Clemens. We're waxing up the stash. It's time for you to go in and do a little work for us. We're going to give you a laser sight, a scope, and some tack armor. Got you sorted. I want both a mobility gunner and an emplacement gunner. And I think, yeah, we got to go Jane Sporty, Austin. So the Sportster is going to be our emplacement gunner. We're going to give her a Gatling laser, a scope, and a laser sight. And then we need somebody backing up the little Sporty Spice, because she will just forget, like, you know, that there's a bomb in a bus and let it explode after the end credits. You got to kind of keep an eye on her. It could be either Mata Good Time Hari. I think that's overcommitting. I'm going to go with Horatio Hornblower Nelson here. He's got the foot speed. We are going to give him phalanx armor, however, to help him out. Of course, Horatio Nelson has some balance issues because he's got just the one leg and he's missing an eye. Part of his arm is gone, so, you know, given all the chunks of the man that have been blown off during his career, he doesn't balance as well as he used to. He's got some mobility issues as well, so we're going to try and take it as easy on him as we can. Virginia Big Bad Wolf is definitely doing our scouting here. This might level Big Bad, actually, as well. Battle Scanner, Ceramic Plating, that's got her sorted. She does have a little lower health, so the Ceramic Plating, I think, is definitely the right call for her. I want an engineer. It's got to be the knife, man. Please, oh, if he could use the grenades. Please, give me the grenades. Give me an alien grenade. So what's the point of capturing the second grenade, then? Because clearly you have to do the Foundry project before you can use the grenade. And once you do the Foundry project, you don't fucking need the grenades anymore. You get an unlimited supply of them. I don't understand why we were so motivated to do that. Clearly it made no sense at all. Alright, then. So, I want a medic. We don't have an assault yet either, do we? We do not. Alright, so it's gonna be a medic then, and I think... Yeah, I think for this one, we're absolutely gonna need Jesus. So Jesus H. Christ is gonna be doing the healing on this one, laying on the hands, saving souls and saving lives. Jesus is going into action, and I think in a big building, double assault troopers is the right call. I'm doing it. And you know what? Double assaults has another benefit. It's been a long time since we've had St. Joan on a mission because she's been in the hospital after the last time Jesus put her back together. So we're gonna go with that again. I mean, Jesus and St. Joan, it's the dynamic saintly duo here. And this time, however, we're giving St. Joan some ceramic plating just to make Jesus' job a little easier if the need arises for him to patch her back up. And Thurgood, the bench marshal, is going to be setting the benchmark on the rest of this mission. We're going to get him in there. Scatter laser, phalanx armor, and you know, let's go battle scanner and ceramic plating for him as well. So that's Thurgood sorted. Let's get stuck in. This is it. Terror in Umlazi. We're gonna stop this shit. Also, Terror in Umlazi. Why does that seem like it should be on like CNN or Fox News as a little subheading down at the bottom underneath some talking head giving us a story that is from a very far away place? It'd be like Terror in Umlazi. It's the kind of thing you would see totally at the bottom across the scroll of a 24-hour news network.
We're heading to South Africa.
I'm also really worried about what that other medium UFO is doing.
We're picking up
because if it's scanning for a satellite, we're gonna lose our other satellite. If they follow that up with a kill mission, we're probably fucked because we don't have any interceptors. Shit, that could be real bad for us. Alright, so standard Terror mission sort of philosophy here. This is over a place where we have coverage. We can afford to do a worse job. Or can we? Oh, man. Okay, so this has potentially tragic consequences for... Also, we came in a real weird spot. Where the hell are we?
Copy, Big Sky. Strike One has been given the green light.
We're on the street.
Priority is to protect those civilians.
Anyway, what I was thinking about, though, we're in actually kind of a... This is a bad... Sort of a bad thing for us. Here's my thinking. What if we do poorly on this terror mission, and the aliens get the terror level way up, and then that is a satellite killing mission they followed up with? That's gonna... Satellite kill is also going to raise the panic level. So if they get the panic high and then raise it higher, we could be in some real deep shit here. Alright, so we gotta start finding civilians. We really kinda can't go with our patented fuck the civilians, save the troopers method. We gotta sort of pay attention on this one and try and work the captures and the saves where we can. Not the captures, but, well, I suppose we could say we're capturing civilians. Alright, we got, what is it, Thin Men? That's Thin Men. They're so far away, though, I don't know how we could possibly engage them this turn. And honestly, I don't think it's to our advantage to even try. It's really not. Alright, so they're good. You can't get close enough to save this guy. We could probably save that guy with a fast enough unit. What else have we got vis-a-vis civilians? We got you. There are like only 2 civilians out front, but there is also this guy. We need to make sure this area is clear. So here's, I think, probably our best method for doing that. We bring Thurgood to bench marshal around this corner, and we just have him throw another battle scanner. We need to find these civilians. If we're going to try and save them, we got to find them. We got to know where our opponents are. We got to know where it's safe to move and where it's not safe to move. Best way to do that is just blanket the area with battle scanners. Okay, so see, we can't... We got Seekers over there. Man, we're kind of pinched in here. This is not great. Alright. So Jane Sporty Austin is going to be a very important... She's going to have a very important move.
Already there.
We're going to bring Janie over here. Don't pop a pod. Alright, so she can see him, which that's perfect. So we can't go any further than where Joan of Arc is. Also, though, we need to kind of start moving in this direction to maybe work over the Thin Men. We should be able to do that with this move without popping a pod. So abundant battle scanners are saving us some time and trouble here. Excellent. That's ideally... That's almost perfect. We're gonna bring the mustache over here. We're not gonna have any Overwatch, but that's fine. None of these moves should be spawning pods.
Okay,
and we're not gonna do anything that even has a chance of spawning a pod. Horatio Nelson, I want you up here. And I want you on Overwatch, actually. You're gonna be the one Overwatcher we got. What to do about Jesus? I mean, you can always call Pilate, but I don't think Jesus has failed us that badly yet that we need to turn him over to the Romans. I mean, I need 30 pieces of silver, but I probably don't need them that bad. I don't have to go full on Judas just yet. Alright, so there's a cyber disc. I heard a cyber disc. I definitely heard a cyber disc. There are floaters. We got thin men coming up fast. Chrysalids. Right there. So we... Oh, okay. We've already lost 2 fucking civilians. Yeah, run right at the chrysalid civilian. That's a fucking brilliant plan right there. Oh, there... Where did the one civilian we... You are running at the fucking enemy. Okay, build 15 mod makers. This is something I have a very, very serious fucking problem with. Why the shit are people running towards the goddamn enemy? Civilians should not be running at the fucking enemy. That's ridiculous. Do I sound salty about that? Because I can assure you, I'm real fucking salty about the fact that the enemy is fucking... Civilians are running towards the goddamn enemy. That's... It's just horse shit, is what it is. 69%. This could theoretically get a kill, I'm taking it. It did 3 damage, which is nowhere near a kill. Alright, so St. Joan, if we run and gun you, what can you do? You can get a civilian save and probably a kill. This is risky, but given our battle scanner position, I think it's an acceptable risk. Alright, so we got 1 civilian save. So we get the token civilian credit. This is a dead guy. That's an absolute kill. So St. Joan getting things started for us. Taking out 1 single thin man, which granted is not a fantastic start, but it is a start. Nelson, you better have a shot from here. Alright. It's not a great shot, but you can hollow target, and that's something. You can also get a hit, which is also something. So you know what? That's acceptable. Jesus, what do you got? 53, we might be able to improve that slightly. Likewise, Big Bad could probably do a little better. However, if we can get that kill, Big Bad would have a flank shot at that thin man, and a pretty respectable one. And he's...
Okay.
We're gonna check out this move, and if this doesn't pan out the way I expect it to, we'll fall back. 45. Yeah, we got a chance at 80%. It's good enough. The Big Bad Wolf huffing and puffing and blowing that thin man down. Alright, so worst case scenario, Musashi gets a kill here, right? Yep. I'm taking 251s instead of 169. Mathematically, it's better. Statistically, this is the smart move. Thanks, Math, for making me feel like a fucking dickhead. Alright. Oh, there's a cyber disc in there somewhere, and I don't like it. We could get a flank shot with Thurgood Marshall on this guy if we run and gun. The cyber disc, though, is it's a huge problem. Let's chance it with Jesus first. We put our trust in Jesus, and it didn't quite get the job done. Alternatively, Musashi exists, and this also could get the job done. You can see him, 49% is not good enough. Grenade? He can get it in the zone. Is this gonna do one? We gotta try it. We gotta try it. This is a bad risk. You know what, Miyamoto Musashi? That was perfect. Vehicle on fire. Units actually say that? I'm surprised that they would be so clever. Oh, we got chrysalids. That's one of the solid reasons then to have not advanced with Thurgood the Bench Marshal, because Thurgood the Bench Marshal would have been in a gigantic box of fucking turd. He would have been the meat in a shit sandwich had we done that. He really would have. In fact, I'm so concerned about it, I'm actually going to run and gun Marshall here and Overwatch. I would like to get some shots at these chrysalids as they come at us, if we can. That cyber disc is on the roof now, or are those floaters? We got floaters and cyber discs all over, and now we got chrysalids who are spawned. They should be coming our direction. They are in fact coming our direction. We got, oh, this is real bad. I mean, the close quarters combat is nice. It's real nice. We got some fantastic... That was actually just a straight-up Overwatch shot. We're in a bit of a pickle, though. Is that guy in his underwear? Why are you running around in the middle of a terror attack in your fucking underwear? What the hell is wrong? Oh, that was beautiful. Musashi credit one with the kill, and he wasn't even in the neighborhood. Oh, Musashi, that was fucking solid, dude. That was some fantastic performance. That's some rockstar level XCOMing right there, sir. That was brilliant. So we can take this shot, and it does not count, because we are in range. I just want to double check, triple check, make sure this is the case. This shot does not count. We're taking it. It's a freebie. It's also a dead chrysalid. St. Joan saying adieu to one of our foes, and you know what? We're going for a rescue here. Get the hell out of here. Stop running at the fucking chrysalid, civilian, and we might get a kill out of this, actually. Kill? 1 damage shot. That's fine. We can easily back that up. We can back her up with 1 damage. That's not going to be really much of a problem.
Position confirmed.
In fact, I think we have the knife man do that. This is pretty much can't miss. 91%. It's good enough. Musashi swords another one. Score 1 for the famous duelist. You go one-on-one with Musashi and you go down. All right, so let's take a look at civilians. We got Underwear Man. We got this guy over here. We've already rescued 2. How much do we want to commit to additional rescues is kind of the question at bar. We know we got a cyber disc still floating around somewhere. We really gotta be concerned about the cyber disc. We're gonna have Jane Austen reload. We hear it. It's over in this area somewhere, and there's actually 3 civilians sort of in a cluster. It might be worthwhile heading this way just to... It's really risky. That is not gonna rescue a civilian. We can see inside this room, though, right? Yes. So, you know what? We have a battle scanner. Anybody can get a battle scanner in there. We got to get a peek. I'm not going inside there until we get a peek inside. I'm not doing it. We got to know it's safe. So we're going to throw a battle scanner in here. If it's safe, we can send a unit in at a dash just to go for a rescue. Okay, so that hallway is clear. All right, so that means I don't want to send Nelson, not the Admiral. Just you go on Overwatch. Do we send... We're not sending our medic in. What the hell am I thinking? That's the stupidest thing ever. No. It's going to be Thurgood, the bench marshal, who has close encounters if we need it. If something comes storming in at him, he can at least take a shot at it. So Thurgood Marshall coming in with the fucking wow factor right there. Kicking down the doors of both perception and the legal system.
On my way.
Saving a civilian. Jesus, I need you on Overwatch, buddy. Mustache is theoretically our single best Overwatch unit, actually, so we got to get him on some Overwatch. More cars exploding. We got saves over on the right here with Musashi and St. Joan, and if we can split the difference on this one and go 50-50, I would accept that. I would consider that a reasonable success. So we got Seekers right there. We could get another rescue, take a shot at the Seekers. Actually, you know what? We don't even have to. We could go for a double rescue also. Ooh. Alright.
I'm rolling.
Thurgood Marshall is going to get us 1 more. Alright, so we've saved 4. Where are those Seekers? We just saw them a second ago. Where are they? We can see their little wiggling tentacles through about it. They're right there. So they're right on the other side of that truck. Alright, we're going to fall back.
To that location.
We got a pile of civilians right here. We got to get some people up to support our guys then. We haven't popped the pod yet. We got a whole bunch of civilians piled up in this alley. We can get another civilian rescue here, right? Not quite. Well, yes. All right, so St. Joan is going to go grab this dude. Beat it, chump. You got to be fucking shitting me. That didn't count as a... The rescue mechanics on this thing sometimes make me a little bit salty. Alright, so we need fire support in this alley. It's going to come from Jane Austen, so we're going to bring her over here. We're going to have her hunker down. The rest of the fire support is actually with Jane Austen and Samuel Clemens, both here in full cover. We've got this alley pretty much locked down. Now, as long as these civilians aren't absolute fucking smackhead idiots and don't run the shit away from us, we should be able to pile up a couple rescues here. There's Nelson. Nelson, I want you over here, and I want you on Overwatch. If any of these Seekers come around the corner, I want you ready to deal. Jesus, you're probably in a solid support
Making my
position.
way there.
Let's just keep Jesus back, safe in the back, behind the potted plant. Yes, we have Jesus hiding behind potted plant. I don't say what you want about it. It's the smart move.
Roger. I got my eyes on.
I don't want Musashi this far away. St. Joan is a goddamn capable beast. If anybody's going to be safe over there on their own, it's kind of St. Joan. So we're going to bring Musashi back over towards the group. I have a feeling we're going to need those heat warhead grenades of his to drop on a pot of Seekers at some point. Alright, so we've got enemies. Yeah, we have enemies over in that direction. It's a problem, but it's not an insurmountable problem, since mostly St. Joan is just going to be wheeling around the corner, grabbing a civilian, and getting the hell out of Dodge. So we lost another civvy. Frankly, it's an acceptable loss. Stop running towards the enemies! What the hell is wrong with you people? What? I don't understand your behavior. What the shit are you thinking, man? Lady, woman, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? So we can save this civvy and then back up and save the other one. This is just going to be a little sort of a peek and go. Alternatively, we could run and gun, come around this corner and kill a Seeker. There's a lot of civilians back here. You know what? I think it's worth it. We're taking the bench forward.
Look sharp, enemies rolling up.
Alright, so these Seekers are going to get their reaction move. There's a Seeker and a drone, so their reaction move is basically spread around. How are you flanked, per se? Okay. I'm not entirely sold on the fact that you're flanked, but on the plus side, we got a double 56s, either hits, kills. You got it. Okay. You and I were about to have a very frank discussion about your performance mid-battle there, Sporty. You got lucky and rallied that one up. There's a civilian over here. I would love to get to him. We could get to him with a run-and-gun, but we had an audio clue from that direction. I'm not sure it's worth the risk. Shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, we're in... Oh, that's... we got greedy with the civilian shit, and that's gonna cost us. That is a very, very serious problem for us. You're not flanked, are you? No, but we got... Oh, you're not flanked right now, but you're gonna be. This is a very significant problem. Okay, so how do we react to this, then? What can we possibly do to try and make this situation better? The answer is not much, honestly. We may have to get Thurgood Marshall out of there and try and sacrifice 2 civilians. We could take a shot. If this misses, though, Marshall is in such trouble. We could probably withstand 1 hit from either a Seeker or a drone, and there's a non-zero chance that they would shoot at civilians instead. That being said, we gotta kind of pull support over this way, because St. Joan is in a real tough spot, and she's all alone.
Got it covered.
Joan is all alone. On the phone. Up in heaven, all alone. What if God was one of us? Just, you know, a slob like one of us. Just a stranger on a bus, trying to make his way home. Back to heaven, all alone. With St. Joan. I mean, what if that was a thing? What can we do with the combination plate of Samuel Clemens? Kill the drone, Sammy. Perfect. Clemens got the drone.
X-ray down.
Bench. Don't miss. That's all I can say. Don't miss. Alright, well, you didn't miss, but you also didn't get the kill, and that is real bad for us. On the plus side,
On it.
if we commit 1 more trooper, we have a pretty good chance of saving your fucking dumb well, never mind. I said, oh. Virginia Big Bad Wolf, huffing, puffing, blowing houses down. That was magnificent stuff right there. Truly brilliant. Now, if St. Joan can just survive this turn, which if the aliens shoot at civilians all day, she just might. Okay, that civilian is definitely civilian MVP. He just took 2 shots for St. Joan, kept her alive and grinning, and kept those drones off Overwatch, kept her unhollow targeted. We now have a chance to extricate St. Joan from a very serious... Nope, never mind, she's fucking dead. You're throwing a grenade? Oh, she'll survive a grenade. That's cool. You know what? That's actually... Oh, you panicked? I can't believe that you panicked. You just signed your own death warrant, Joan of Arc. If you panic, we can't extract you. There's nothing we can do. We can't save you. I don't even think we're gonna be able to get anyone over there who can shoot. Joan of Arc is dead. Or is she?
I'm on the move.
There's only one thing we can do here. We only have one play thanks to the fucking panic, which, by the way, I'd like to point out, the shot that Joan of Arc took there didn't even do actual... You gotta be shitting me. We're one tile short of theoretically saving St. Joan with a smoke grenade. I'm quite salty about that.
Roger that, sir.
Alright, well, we can do this.
Suppressing target.
I don't think it's necessarily a good idea or particularly likely to help,
Scanning.
but we can do it.
On my way.
I'm real upset with you, Jesus, at the moment. I'm very upset with you, Jesus. I'm very upset with you, Jesus. I'm very upset with Jesus. This actually, Jane Austen isn't even going to be able to fire next turn either. I'm very upset with Jane Austen. I'm very upset with Jane Austen as well as Jesus. I don't want St. Joan to get killed, but I don't know how we could possibly fucking save her because she goddamn panicked like a panicky idiot. If we dash inside this truck, we can't get shot, right? I want to make sure the cover exists on the other side. Okay, it does. Or it does. Yes, it does.
Let's
Go get the rescue.
go. Get out of here.
We're gonna try and get these civilians. There's nothing these guys can do to help St. Joan. That's the thing. We could send them over there. They're not gonna help. They can't make the situation any better because none of them are gonna get shots.
Go.
If St. Joan's gonna live, she's gonna live. If she's gonna die, she's gonna die. And nothing these guys can do are gonna make any kind of difference in that fight. Nothing they do is gonna it's gonna matter. They can't affect that outcome.
Got it.
So our best bet is to do what we can to keep St. Joan safe and then just go back to concentrating on this pile of civilians. The drones are still going for civvies. If you survive, you're second MVP. Second MVP. These civilians are taking some serious aggro. They're sacrificing themselves for St. Joan. Look at them. They're giving up their lives to save the Maid of Orleans. And now we just have to hope that our gambit with Musashi pays some kind of dividends. If you grenade Musashi... Oh, that is... Oh, that is beautiful. I can't believe that worked. I can't believe that worked. Alright, Joan, are you unpanicked? Please be unpanicked. Thank Christ. We could save another civilian and kill 2 drones. Are we going to be able to do anything to the cyber disk? Let's not get... I mean, we just got ourselves out of one dilly of a pickle. Do we dare risk going back in for another dilly of a pickle? That may just be getting real greedy. We've already saved 9 civilians. We're gonna get probably 2 more.
Heading out.
We're getting this guy for sure.
Go. Get out of here.
So that guy's saved. And now Thurgood the bench marshal needs to just get the hell back with the rest of the team as quick as we can get him back there. Let's move him to this corner cover. Thurgood is running what is effectively a straight up solo mission at this point. The guy has got balls that fucking clank. And I mean that because he suffered a critical injury earlier in the campaign. He actually has non-standard testicles. They're prosthetics. That's why they clank. I mean, theoretically we should have gotten the regular sort of replacement prosthetic for him, but we chinced out and just threw ball bearings in there because it's all Dr. Shen could come up with.
Roger that, sir.
I feel a little guilty about it, honestly, but it had to be done. Nelson, are you going to be able to shoot at this cyber disk if we move you forward? The answer is yes. It worked once. I'm going to gamble that it will work again. Hollow targeted and suppressed. Alright. That means Joan of Arc comes and stands here. Oh, you gotta be shitting on me. Well, there's no reason to not take the shot because the shot is still free. Covering fire? That's horseshit. That guy spawned and got covering fire. One of them spawned on fucking Overwatch. St. Joan may die right here. Either she successfully runs the Overwatch and stays alive and gets inside this truck, or she's just dead. The floaters are bullshit. The fact that they popped and got to fucking Overwatch on the very turn they popped is even more bullshit. Floaters are out of fucking control in build 15. They're really pretty goddamn ridiculous. Musashi? I actually just wanted to see what your shots were like. We need to try and take some of the heat off St. Joan. There are no good ways to do it, but this is the only way we can do it. Also, this has the added benefit of leaving Jesus in the neighborhood in case we need somebody to revive St. Joan. This is also going to encourage the Cyberdisk to throw grenades at us, which is bad. Speaking of grenades, can you do enough damage to get a kill there without theoretically destroying all of our cover, or any of our cover? That car's already blown up, so we can't blow it up again. This is probably worth the risk, actually. Reloading would have been fine for Musashi, but that did get a kill, and it was just a drone, so I don't mind picking up the corpse. 1 floater, 2 floater, 3 floater. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Shooting at Jesus.
Got a lot of heat on me.
Half cover and smoke. Jesus is still okay. This guy... Alright, so the suppression is working. We have found a way to deal with cyberdisks. If not eliminate them entirely, we have found a way to fucking neutralize some of their shit. Apparently, if you suppress them, all they do is shoot at the guy that has them suppressed. No, yes. Come on. Double. You're... That's real bad. Can Virginia Woolf holo target him for us? Probably not from there. How close can you get, Virginia Woolf? Not really close enough to both see and shoot, huh? Alright, Thurgood. There's a civilian rescue pending. We do it.
Move, move!
There can't be any more pods in this map. Other than the Cyberdisk and these floaters, they've got to be it. And that's the last civilian. So we saved 13. That equals our previous best performance. I need to get holo targeting on this. Okay. We repeat last turn. We suppress him. The suppression adds holo targeting. Once he's suppressed and holo targeted, we have Jane Sporty Austin start gunning at him. So we're going for the double rapid fire. 266% chances. This is going to do pretty good damage if we get connect. Alright, we got 1. Probably needed more than 1, but 1 is all we got. Alright, so if we fall back here, none of this should draw Overwatch because at no point should any of the Overwatching floaters have line of sight on us. Right? Right game? Right game? Clearly bullshit. I'm telling you, Jesus is looking out for Joan of Arc. Literally, he's looking out for, in this case, with a smoke grenade. This guy was also on Overwatch. Suck my dick, alien. Suck my dick. Also, you missed, so, I mean, you can literally suck it. Joan, get to full cover. They say Jesus saves, and in this case, folks, that's exactly what's happening. Jesus is putting on a remarkable salvation performance right here. We're falling to shit back. That's what we're doing. We're falling back. We got suppression. We got smoke grenades. We got cover. This is Jesus getting shit done. Man, I know I've been salty with you before, Jesus, but I'm telling you, man, I'm taking some of that salt back, son. I'm taking it back. You are putting on a divine performance this time. Your performance has been truly nothing short of divine, sir. Nothing short of divine. And so let's get the big bad to where she can maybe do something next turn. We're just going to go for this corner cover behind the desk. Low profile for Virginia Big Bad Wolf, of course. No problem for her to be in half cover. Musashi is still out of ammo, which is real bad. You know what? I think the smart move here is actually to have Musashi fall back and reload. And not stay right there where a grenade whacks 3 of our units. Alright, floaters, you want some? Come and get it. It's Selena Gomez time. If you're ready, come and get it. Na 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 na. If you hit Jesus in full cover through smoke, I'm gonna be salty, 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 salty. Alright, no need for salt yet. This is a grenade. Nope. He hit us through the suppression and did an absolute fucking truckload of damage, so that thing has gotta die. Cyberdisc gotta die this turn. We have no other options. Horatio Nelson is all fucked up. Alright, Nelson, well, it's the last bullet in the chamber. 74% to hit, heat ammo. You missed. I'm telling you, we are missing so many fucking high percentage shots that it's really starting to piss me off here. Thank you, Jane Sporty Austin. We fucking needed that one. For the love of God and Jesus, who's also on the mission, he's deliberately going to give you some straight up props for that performance. That was fantastic. Alright, Clemens, are any of these guys on Overwatch? One of them is, and likely will, actually 2 of them are, and likely will get shots. Can we pull the Overwatch? Maybe.
On the move.
Alright, so let's see what Virginia Woolf can do by going to here. She did not pull any of the Overwatch. What if we run her to here? She should pull all of it. It's real risky for her. Let's move her to here and see if she can pull some of it. Perfect. Alright, so we're actually going to get all of it, I think. We really got the only ones that matter, because the thing we're worried about here is we want to get Jesus, we want to get a corridor for Jesus and Joan of Arc to fall back. So Jesus and St. Joan, get the hell out of Dodge. Get on Overwatch. I don't expect it to be hugely necessary. Clemens on Overwatch. Thurgood, okay. I'm gonna get you in a position where you can come storming out of this building and start wrecking shop here in a minute. As soon as we get Jesus to safety, that is.
Roger that, sir.
Man, this mission is real fucking tense. Jesus falling back on Overwatch. These floaters are refusing to come forward and engage. That's okay, that guy's gonna get his shit wrecked by Thurgood Marshall, I think. Alright.
Over here.
That's fine. Big Bad Wolf. She's in the brick house. They can huff and they can puff, but they're not going to blow Virginia Big Bad Wolf's house down. It's just not going to happen. Virginia Big Bad Wolf does not put up with that kind of shit. Now, what we can't forget, these sons of bitches have fucking covering fire. So we got to be real careful with how we engage these douches. We got to be real careful. The Sporty does not have a shot. If we move forward, is she going to take Overwatch? Maybe. We can find out by putting Samuel Clemens in harm. He can't see him. If he can't see them, they can't see her. This is safe. And we reload. Now we can start cracking at him if we need to with some squad side shots. It's Overwatch for Samuel Clemens. It's what he's built for. Nope. Not worth it. Too risky. Pretty much too risky all the way around. Alright, so let's get the Big Bad Wolf then to execute her mandate. Pull the Overwatch. Double lightning reflexes. We're really asking a lot from Virginia Woolf on this mission. We've really been pushing our luck. That's a lot of Overwatch that she's taken over the course of this mission. Far more than I'm comfortable with, and definitely far more than is healthy. But we've asked a lot, and you know what? She's troopered up. I mean, she's really, I want to say sacked up, but it's Virginia Woolf, and she doesn't really have a sack to bring up. But
I'm on the move.
She's definitely brought her A game. She is contributing.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
You know what, Jesus? I think they're probably good right there on Overwatch. Although theoretically, the smart move there would be to have you go heal somebody. All right, what can we do? What if we run and gun to here? Or we could, hit and run is not going to work against flyers. Floaters are definitely flyers. Seekers, for some reason, didn't register as flyers last time. So if we run and gun, we only get one shot. Like, one shot. Do not miss your chance, because you'll die.
On my way.
What if we wheel around this corner? We can see 3 guys with better than average chances at killing them. Do it. Make it happen, Thurgood. Okay.
Adjusting sights.
That's a bit of a problem, actually. Thurgood is in a real bad spot now. All of these guys... Oh, he had to reload? We've left a floater alive so long it had to reload. That's bad for us. That Overwatch kill, however, is real good for us, and Samuel Mustache Clemens, I'm buying you a free tube of fucking mustache wax for that one, buddy, because you earned it. You earned some free mustache wax. Jane Sporty Austin, I'm a little upset with you. A little. Man, we have so many troopers who have gotten hurt on this mission. Joan of Arc is going to be in the hospital effectively forever. Fuck it. This shit is over. This mission is over. We're ending it right here. We're going down, going in for the kill indeed. None of these guys are on Overwatch. They're getting flanked and killed right now. Close quarters combat. He has... Fuck me! Alright, the armor held up. That's your one fucking chance, you cheap-ass garbage fucking piece of shit floater bastard. That was it. That's all you got, and now you are dead. You couldn't punch the armor, son. Couldn't punch the armor.
Getting it done.
Yeah, well, Virginia, this has been kind of a... Oh, fuck, she's out of ammo. Musashi? Can you do better? Can you do better? You cannot do better. Take it. Oh, Miyamoto, thank you. Please be end of mission.
Objectives completed.
Oh, that was so fucking tense. That only had 15 aliens on it. That was real tense for a 15 alien mission, I gotta say. Real tense. Real tense. So we're coming back. We're gonna have a lot of people visiting the infirmary on this one. I mean, some of these wounds we took, not even Jesus is gonna be able to patch up. Jane Sporty Austin, definitively gonna be out of action for a goodly while. Horatio Nelson, 38 days, 18 days for Austin, 23 days for St. Joan. That is a fucking crippling blow for us, really. That's a lot of our top kicks down for a long time. 2 of our gunners both out for a very, very extended period. That is not good. Yeah, we're gonna not take in the zone. Right, yeah. There's a situation where I'm not gonna take in the zone. Sure, yeah. No, seriously, I might not take in the zone. That line on that thing should just be one guy. And everybody's going, oh, in the zone's not as good as it used to be. And you're right, it's not as good as it used to be. It's still fucking amazing. Yeah, it's mayhem. Actually, Musashi used suppression to fantastic effect in that last mission. Giving him additional suppression or damage when he suppresses is something I like. St. Joan, we gotta stop taking her on missions with Jesus. I'm telling you, she gets so inspired by the presence of Jesus H. Christ on the mission that she just takes, frankly, bad risks. She takes a lot of questionable decisions and just relies on her faith in the divine to get her through. And I mean, so far, it's done the job, but I gotta say, we got a lot of stuff damaged.
We will be in touch, Commander.
Yeah, let's go down to the repair facility and do some pointless busy work. 38 credits, 2 alloys. Wow, Phalanx armor is real expensive to repair. Why can't I don't have 38 credits. I hate this mechanic. That's all I'm gonna say about this. I don't like it. I don't like this mechanic. It is pointless. I know they're saying, oh, it adds dynamic and strategic value because you have to worry about extra resources for repairs and you have to overbuild. No, you don't. It just means you're doing some missions with crap gear. It doesn't take long enough to repair them for this to be relevant. It's just, no, it's a bad mechanic. It's pointless, stupid, busy work. It really is. And also, things are expensive enough in this build. Making repairs a thing that also requires money, no. Just no, that's just piling on. Well, let's get rid of 2 chrysalid. Actually, we only need to get rid of 1 chrysalid corpse. No, the mechanic, no. The repair thing, it's just a bad mechanic. I don't see a compelling reason. I've yet to see a compelling reason for its inclusion in it as a thing. It adds nothing to the tactical gameplay, nothing, and also, it's again stuff that's out of your control. Because it's not like you're getting your troopers shot on purpose. It's just, there's a random chance when something that's already bad happens, that something else bad happens. They're double dipping on negative occurrences, and that's... No, it's just punishing to the players for no added strategical benefit, no added enjoyment, no additional gameplay effects. It's not relevant enough to be the double kick in the nuts. It's really not. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. I think most of my grievances with build 15, or at least 15B2 thus far, have been pretty well aired. I gotta say, as far as mods go, I really kind of think it's a step in the wrong direction. I didn't play build 14, so I understand they may have made build 14 too easy, but if that's the case, they have vastly overcorrected in the opposite direction, because build 15 And that's the thing, too. It's not that it's harder, because it's not. The tactical game isn't any more difficult than it was in, say, Build 13. It's basically the same. The difference is the annoying bullshit that happens outside the tactical missions, which is only there to give you a veneer for doing the tactical missions in the first place. The base stuff was always just the hand wave that let us suspend disbelief. Don't make the game the hand wave. Let it be a hand wave. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more XCOM on a daily basis, consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you again soon.